Hello, I'm Andreas Hassmann, and I want to invite you to think about this. If the blockchain and smart contracts are the future of how we collaborate in a digital commonwealth, why is nobody using them? I think I have a compelling reason, and for the last year I've been working to prove a viable solution. The tezos.blue system, scaling to normality. Let's start with this. I'm convinced that the transition to decentralized structures is inevitable in the long run. But the question remains whether it's actually visible and happening with the help of crypto technologies today. The answer is barely. Crypto plays no significant practical role in the lives of most of the people, an exotic investment perhaps. To make decentral happen, we will have to invite users by actually offering something useful. And this is what I mean with scaling to normality, reaching out for the Alices and Bobs of this world. And I'm using common stereotypes here just to illustrate the point. Let's start with Alice. Alice is the common denominator of everyone. Alice is open to new things if it's easy and nice. But the current entry points for Alice into crypto land are just beyond what she's willing or capable of. Unless Alice is forced to follow these steps, she won't do it. It's not happening. Now Bob. Bob is mainstream business. Bob is willing and capable of creating services that might belong on the blockchain. But as soon as he tries to evaluate the technology, he meets hurdles that are simply too high. tezos.blue now strives to open a channel here between the Alices and the Bobs. And maybe some extra care for Alice's safety and comfort. And some extra freedom for Bob to concentrate on the task and not the technology. Let's build this system from ground up. We start with a dynamic pool of Tezos nodes in the cloud, well maintained, protected, load balanced, monitored. Now we wrap a service layer around our 24/7 Tezos, and that's the core of the system. This service layer consists of microservices embedded in a serverless architecture that auto-scales to the needed size and performance, can't be brought down. And these microservices reflect everything on the blockchain: identities, contracts, transactions, pending and completed. Standing on the Tezos blockchain, they add off-chain metadata, workflows and notifications to enable a rich user experience and deep integration. To keep my clients always synchronized, I use the push notification services of the platforms. That gives me a real-time, two-way connection to distinguished anonymous clients. At minimum network traffic, perfect for mobile. And all the features of the system are now available in a small plugin, the client engine. You can include it in your native app and enjoy all the performance and protection rewards of true native apps. Using the engine instantly boosts your app security because everything that needs to be or happen in secrecy stays inside the engine. tezos.blue apps are isolated in their own space on the device, and the engine inside builds an enclave by encrypting its memory with changing keys. Strong rules are enforced by API and implementation. For instance, no secret can leave the engine unencrypted. For the developers remain the tasks of solving their actual business problem, with an elegant interface to the tezos.blue features and an always current view into their user space on the blockchain. On that you can build. Engine and the whole system down to the nodes are built on .NET Standard 2.0. That means it runs on any relevant platform with shared code. Combine it with Microsoft's Xamarin technology and you get a very comfortable build pipeline into the native stores, literally at the push of a button. Out of the box, with just a default Visual Studio installation, you can reach almost everyone and any use case. Another playground that has not been explored yet by me is the gaming and VR markets, where Unity is an elephant. And Unity builds on .NET technologies. The engine can be seamlessly plugged into any Unity game, connecting games to the blockchain. As a proof of concept for this system, I've built and published the tezos.blue wallet, a visually rather spartanic, but very performant and secure standard crypto app to Android, iOS and Windows desktop. If you look at the code of the wallet, you will find that more than 95% is shared. It's very powerful when it comes to new features and bug fixes. So there are many opportunities and paths tezos.blue could follow, and I'm looking forward to the surprises, what people actually will build if the power of the blockchain is in their hands. And to be a reliable feed of stable, growing capabilities, tezos.blue must be self-sustaining. It must generate income. The currently implemented way of generating Tez income is by adding a small service fee on top of the Tezos transaction and storage fees. This will only be sustaining with numbers. But promising is the expansion into serviced smart contracts. The power of tezos.blue is to build higher structures upon the Tezos capabilities and add actual user experience to it. So something like a multi-signature contract can actually turn into an organizational tool. And with a growing set of building blocks based on verified and serviced smart contracts, tezos.blue enables mainstream developers to actually create the decentralized world within their organizations and with their skill set. We have already invested a fair amount of work, time and money into tezos.blue to create a mature proof of concept. tezos.blue is now at a point where it depends on a recharge and larger involvement of interested parties. This is the situation. The basic system is online in the cloud and stable. Source code is open on GitHub. But it has grown to a size and complexity I cannot handle by myself for much longer. I am now looking for collaboration with professionals to secure the current state and lift the system to the next level, and to develop the vision into an attractive opportunity for others to get involved long term. And there are many areas where we currently must fill in without having actual expertise. Some of them can be done once and maintained easily, but others require permanent involvement by people who know what they are doing. This requires, of course, money. But additionally, I am asking for support only the Foundation can give. As the past weeks have shown, official recognition, or the lack thereof by the Foundation, has a huge impact on user flows. And Foundation-approved and funded security reviews seem to be the minimum quality gate for acceptance. Finally, our networks do not overlap widely with the business and innovation networks of the crypto community. Connecting us with people who are interested to contribute or may have a concrete business case for tezos.blue would help a lot. Given the resources, I would like to drive this system to the next milestone, a journey of, I'd say, 6 to 12 months. I suggest the next step to drive the development of the system is the multi-signature use case. Not only because the valuable feature itself, but because of the complex challenges beyond what is happening on the blockchain. With a detailed implementation of multisig, a lot of knowledge will be discovered, to be shared with the community. At that point, problems in so many different areas will have been solved, and they are all areas where little information or experience is available today. Proven by working system, best practices and standards will emerge, and contribute to the progress of Tezos and decentralized technologies. In the end, I would like to see tezos.blue living on the blockchain as a structure of smart contracts that has been built with the tools of tezos.blue itself. So much for now. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and I am looking forward to your opinion.